Hi there, and welcome to another edition of Urban Beat. I'm your host, Nicole Scott. I'm here with Miguel Miggs here at the Whiskey in Calgary. How you doing tonight?
I'm great, thanks.
So I actually tracked you down from the floor to come for this interview. So how are you feeling the vibe of the Calgary scene?
Actually, I always have a good time in Calgary, so I'm looking forward to tonight. I mean, I usually don't really have an expectation. I just go into the night sort of spontaneously ready for whatever's in store. And Calgary always has a good vibe and a good audience, and they're pretty receptive, and they seem to be pretty supportive of the music. So I look forward to coming back up here.
So now, being kind of spontaneous with it, do you plan your sets, or if I yell things at you, are you going to kind of respond and play them?
No, I mean, really what it comes down to, I don't go up there with too much of a pre-plan. I just go with my music and sort of, start with the first track and kind of spontaneously choose music, and select as seems to be needed for, the direction of the vibe or, the feeling in the room or how I'm feeling. It's really a spontaneous thing to put the music together. There's not really a plan. And requests are sometimes difficult because someone might want to hear something that doesn't necessarily fit into what you're doing at that moment. So, it's a touchy area.
So as someone who comes here to really get down and dance, what's the best way to kind of approach you to hear the song that I'm just dying to hear you play?
Oh, well, it's best to ask probably before, not during. I mean, sometimes it's funny. People have all sorts of ways of making requests. They'll throw little pieces of paper up at the booth, and you'll open it up and it'll have a list of songs that people are wanting to hear.
Yeah.
Mostly a lot of my older materials, what I find people request a lot, and they'll want to hear stuff that's a lot more. Maybe it's peak time in kind of a larger club, and sometimes people want to hear something that's super chilled out that I've done, years ago that might not necessarily make sense to play at that moment. So I always try to, be respectful and tell them I'll try to play it, but I try to fit it in if I can, but I can't make any promises.
Yeah. I kind of hear that. I mean, kind of reviewing your discography over the years, because it is quite extensive. Like, a lot of your stuff seems to be, well, not a lot, seems to be a lot of home listening. Like, you go home, you really chill out to it, and that's not really the vibe you're going to bring to a club. So when someone comes to hear you play, what should they expect to hear at one of your shows?
Well, writing and creating music is a little bit different for me than when I'm doing the DJ thing or, entertaining and playing to a large crowd of people, for instance. And when I'm creating music, I'm more creating music just from feeling and emotion, and music that that is able to be enjoyed listening to, like you said, at home, when you're driving in your car, or out at the bar, or sometimes at the club. So it's different. But when I'm DJing, usually, it's nice to play for the vibe in the room. So, a large club, obviously, you want to keep it interesting and keep people entertained and excited about what's going on. But at the same time, I don't really play too obvious commercial club hits, or, that people might not recognize a lot of stuff that I'm going to play. Because I like to test out new stuff and take chances and play things that a lot of people probably have never heard before. That's part of the fun for me of what I do.
Oh, I'm so excited to hear you play now.
Oh, well, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Now, I have a couple other questions more related to business. I mean, you've got your own label.
Yes.
How did you come up with the name?
Salted Music is just something I started actually about 1.5 years ago or so, or maybe 2 years now. I started it because I just felt I wanted to start a new project, a new creative outlet, something new for me to be inspired and excited about the music, and release music of my own, as well as pick up music from new artists that give me demos on the road. All the time I get these demos from some of these kids making really awesome music, and they have no outlet. So I'm able to release some of this material on my label, which is exciting. And also, like I said, release some of my own material as well. And there's just a whole lot of stuff in store for the label that I'm really excited about. So it's been cool.
Yeah. So what do you look for in your artists?
Just quality. I mean, there's no rule to it. It could be instrumental, it could be, vocal, or it could be, more dubby or whatnot, more electronic edged. I mean, really, there's no rule to that. It's just, I'm looking for things that capture my attention or are creatively interesting, and that are also, DJ dance floor friendly as well. Because I'm trying to keep the label a little bit more upbeat and funky and a little bit more geared toward stuff that DJs might want to play.
Awesome, that sounds really exciting. Now I have a couple other questions.
Yeah.
I mean, you're obviously a very delicious looking man.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, yeah, look at you. So, are you single?
Actually, yes, I am.
Oh, look at that. So if I was going to go to the bar and get you a shot, what shot would that be?
Oh, well, that's, I guess Don Julio's is at the top of my chart.
Okay, well, that sounds like a very good plan. And
I don't know if they have that in Canada, though, unfortunately. They probably have Patron is probably about it for tequilas up here.
Yeah, they do have Patron here, actually. I do know that one.
The standard around the world these days. But yeah, Don Julio is definitely my top choice.
So, do you have any pets?
Are you buying me a shot? Or?
Well, yeah, I'll buy you a shot. I mean, come on now. Look at you.
Do I have
of
any
course.
pets?
Yeah.
No, I do not. I'm not home enough to honestly be able to take care of a pet, which is unfortunate because I do love dogs. I've had fish and lizards, and I've had animals growing up, but I'm not home enough to where I think it's kind of cruel to have a pet if you're not able to give it enough attention. And, so at this moment, no, I don't have one.
I travel a lot for work, and it's hard finding a fish sitter.
Oh, yeah. No matter what it is, if it's an iguana or if it's a pet rat or fish or whatever, or a turtle, you have to have someone to be able to feed it. Yeah. And if you can't count on your roommate, or if you're living alone or whatnot, it's difficult to have a pet and keep it alive.
Yeah. So obviously you like
plants.
Just like plants. I know. Plants. Another tough one. But okay, so obviously you like music, and you listen to it on your spare time because obviously it's just one of your things. So what do you have in your iPod or your player right now?
Well, at home I listen to everything under the sun. I mean, I love rock, I love hip hop, I love reggae, I love, so for me, I'm pretty diverse with I've always been that way since I was a little kid, just super diverse with my musical sort of inspiration. So when I'm home, it's anything, that you can almost imagine, really.
Have you checked out the rockabilly scene here in Calgary?
No, I haven't spent that much time in Calgary. It's like when I come up here, it's usually to play an event, and then I'm gone the next day. So unfortunately, I don't get to see enough of the city. But one of these days, I'm going to have to check it out. Yeah,
that was actually the one scene that I really did appreciate when I moved to Calgary. It was just something really new and quite funky that I'd never really heard anywhere else. So I was just curious if you'd heard anything from it. But
it's pretty big up here.
Well, yeah, because it's like country combined with rock, so it's got this really funky with the fat bass, and it's just it's very cool. And to watch it live is something that I just actually came from a gig coming here.
Oh, cool,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Right on. So you go from rockabilly to house. See, that's diverse. Gotta be open-minded with music. That's important, I think.
Well, because it's all about the love. It's not necessarily about the what am I going to say?
Specific.
Yeah, the specific. Yeah, I mean the thing that you're meant to fit into. I mean that's one of the things.
Yeah, it's good to be open-minded.
Okay. Well, I'm very, very excited to hear you play, and I can't wait to have a shot later.
All right.
We'll find a little quality tequila.
Sounds good.
This has been another edition of Urban Beat. I'm your host, Nicole Scott, here with Miguel Miggs at the Whiskey in Calgary.
Thanks.